I'm Dr. Rahul Datta. I'm a practicing family physician and a hypnotherapist. Uh, Before I start the talk, let's hear from you what is it that you all know about hypnosis or hypnotherapy. Anybody? When I say the word hypnosis, what's the first thing which comes to your mind? Hypnosis. Go into trance. Thank you. Anybody else? Okay, thank you so much. Hypnotize people to cure them. Both of them are so right. So hypnosis is a process wherein we take a person in a sleep-like state, and once he is in that sleep-like state, you give him certain commands, and when he gets up, when he's in awake state, he continues to follow those commands. That's hypnosis. And like he rightly said, using this process or this technique for helping people with their issues or problems or illnesses, that's called hypnotherapy. Right? Let's start with ourselves, the human being. The human being is actually made up of, we are a compilation of three things. One is our body, which is very obvious. We all can see it. Anything happening to the body what do we do when something happens to the body? Take medicines or we go to the doctor, and the doctor treats us if there is an obvious illness or disease. If the thing is not obvious, we are meant to undergo some investigations, and after the end of everything, if nothing comes out in your investigations and you're still not feeling fine, usually what would the doctor tell you? Oh, it's all in your mind, you know. So another thing we are made up of is the mind. It's that part which thinks, which logics, which analyzes, which plans. Everything is done by the mind. And there is then the third component, which is the soul. You can call it soul, you can call it energy, you can call it life force. But for sure there is something which is keeping us alive. Just the body is a dead body. There is something which is helping us move, helping us, do things with energy. So you can call it anything. And these three comprise of the human being. Soul per se has no issues. It is divine. Let's compare it with the fuel you put in your car. Whether it's a petrol or a diesel, now that fuel really doesn't mind whether you're driving your car nicely or in a rash manner. It's there for what it is, to make your car move. It will not mind if you're really driving rashly. Neither it's gonna applaud if you are driving it nicely. It's there. It's neutral. It never has any problem. So we are okay with this part. Body, like I said, if it's a very obvious disease, the doctors treat it. Otherwise, we are told it's all in your mind. So that brings us to the mind. And we keep using this word, mind. आज मेरे मन में ये आया, आज मेरा मन ऐसा है, आज मेरा मन कर रहा है कि मैं ये करूं. But where exactly is this mind? Any guesses? Where is mind? What is mind? Anybody? It's okay if the guess is wrong. That's perfectly fine. Feeling? Anybody else? Thinking faculty. Mind is the abstract part of the brain, and to still make it simple, let's say brain is the hardware and mind is the software. Yeah? But that still doesn't answer where is this mind? Where is mind? mind actually is a ball of energy all around us, the center of which lies in the pit of the stomach. We usually say, oh, it's my gut feeling this is going to happen. Now, function of the gut is digesting food. It can't feel. What we are really referring to is the center of the mind. Or when we are fearful at times, we say, oh, I have butterflies in my stomach. You open the stomach, there are no butterflies. So it actually happens to be the center of the mind. Even at the Harvard University, the Lancet journal, they are researching on something called as body brain, which is around this part. What they're really referring to is the center of the mind. So let's say this is the mind. This mind can be divided into two parts. One part is the conscious mind. And whatever we do, actually we do with the conscious mind. Like I mentioned earlier, plan, analysis, decision. Everything is being done by this conscious mind. Our entire life story actually finishes here. Consciously we do whatever we do. But this conscious mind is only 10 to 12% of the total mind capacity. So what, the planning commission up there did some goof up that everything you do with 10% and rest 90% space vacant? No, it's not like that. This 88 to 90% space is called the subconscious mind. And it is 6,000 times more powerful than the conscious mind. Imagine a sphere around me, and if I chop off the upper portion, volume progression comes into play. This part would be 6,000 times more than this one. But why so much here when we are doing everything with this? This is because subconscious mind helps us in two things. One, it keeps us alive. We are breathing subconsciously. Our heart is beating subconsciously. At no point of time do I tell you, please excuse me, I forgot to count my heartbeat. That doesn't happen. It's happening. And it's this part which is making it happen and keeping me alive. And the second function of this subconscious mind is it stores all kinds of memories in the form of positive or negative experience, thoughts or memories. Based on that, the subconscious mind can further be divided into two parts. One part here is called the modern memory. It is this part which contains all the memories right from the time we have taken birth till now. So I can take you under hypnosis and you can find out what color shirt your dad was wearing when you were born and you saw him for the first time, provided you had seen it that time. You don't remember consciously, but once you're taken in a state of hypnosis, yeah. So let's see how does that happen. Suppose I really like this shirt and it stops fitting me now, but I don't want to dispose it off. It's been given to me by a loved one. So what do? I just keep it back in my cupboard. Many months pass and I completely forget about this shirt. And then one fine day I'm cleaning my cupboard and this shirt comes out from just somewhere hidden behind. And I say, oh, this shirt is still there? I completely forgot about it. And now when I'm cleaning the cupboard, I know all about it. So everything is actually there. We are just not activating it or utilizing it. I'll give you a very good example to explain this. My teacher from California, Dr. Sunny Satin, he did a lovely case There was a person in the US, and this all this happened in the US. So there was this guy, 35 years old, and one fine day he started developing a fear that I will not live. I will die, I'm not going to make it.